Hi everyone, I'm J Sanchez with Rate House Mortgage Company. And today we're going to discuss how a seller's concession or a seller's credit can help you pay for closing costs. Remember that when we purchase a home, we need enough money for a down payment and to cover closing costs. Unfortunately, many home buyers save enough for a down payment, but not enough for closing costs. One simple solution is to ask the sellers of the home that you're interested in buying if they would be willing to pay your closing costs. This is commonly referred to as a seller's concession or a seller's credit. Here's how it works. Let's say you're interested in a home that is selling for $275,000. As a home buyer, you might be inclined to try and negotiate this price down. For instance, you might offer a price of $270,000 or $5,000 less. However, an alternative is to offer the sellers their full asking price of $275,000 with the condition that they pay up to $5,000 of your closing costs. So you pay them their full asking price, then they cover their own closing costs, any realtor commissions, and up to $5,000 of your closing costs. This is a great option for home buyers because you can convert a $5,000 price discount into a $5,000 credit to help cover your closing costs. And the sellers receive a similar amount with either option. However, there are some added expenses for you. Since you paid a little more for the home, your mortgage balance is going to be a little bit higher. So that means that your monthly payments will be slightly higher as well. Over 30 years, this equates to a few $1,000s in added interest payments. Also, getting a seller credit isn't always as easy as it seems. First, the sellers have to be willing to negotiate this way. Many of them will, but many of them aren't willing to discount their price or provide any credits at all. Also, the sellers could get the impression that you're not really ready to buy if you need credits for closing costs. Additionally, the home has to be worth what you're paying for it. You can't overpay just to cover your closing costs. The market value has to be there. Lastly, a seller's concession can only be applied towards closing costs. It can't be used for your down payment or taken in cash, only for closing costs. You could also ask the sellers to pay for closing costs instead of paying for improvements to the home. For example, instead of asking the sellers for new paint and carpet, you could ask them to use those funds towards your closing costs. This enables you to exchange work that you could potentially do yourself into funds that you can use now to pay for closing costs. As you can see, there are ways for you to become a homeowner even if you haven't saved enough for closing costs yet. Please visit us at theratehouse.com and chat with our licensed mortgage professionals about all of your home buying options. Thank you for watching, everyone.